Hey, what's going on, guys? Zach Gaming here, and welcome to a new thing that I'm going to be doing on my channel, and that is I'm going to be doing reviews for DC Rebirth comic books. So, in today's video, I'm going to be doing the review slash thoughts on All-Star Batman #1. So, All-Star Batman is pretty much the reason why it's called All-Star Batman is because it has an all-star cast of writers and artists. You got Snyder, you got Romit Jr. You got you just got all-star people working on this book. That's why it is called All-Star Batman. So pretty much the plot of All-Star Batman, at least for what I can tell in the first issue, is Batman is trying to take Two-Face to Arkham Asylum. So yes, Two-Face plays a big part, is going to play a massive part in All-Star Batman. Scott Snyder never worked with Two-Face in his Batman books in the New 52, but now he's doing it with his own Batman book in All-Star Batman. Pretty much Batman trying to bring Two-Face to Arkham Asylum, and Two-Face kind of takes this approach that the Heath Ledger Joker did, is that he thinks that everybody has a dark side and he wants to bring it out. So what he does without Batman knowing is that he puts a reward out for anybody who can get Two-Face. So if anybody can get him away from Batman, they get a reward. And Batman doesn't know this, and then all of a sudden he just lets Batman know that, hey, there's a bounty for me, like if whoever can get me, gets the riches of the biggest mob boss, in Gotham right now, because it goes back to some flashbacks. The reason why, Batman is taken to the Arkham Asylum is Two-Face had this like acid rain come down on Gotham, and after that Two-Face kind of sent a message to Batman telling him that, hey, bring me to Arkham Asylum because I'm losing control. Two-Face is taking over. He's telling him all this stuff. So Batman is taking Two-Face to Arkham Asylum, but little does he know that Two-Face has put like a bounty out for anybody to capture him. And so it kind of it brings all these bounty hunters, to the book. So in the book, you get to see stuff. You get to see people like Killer Moth. You get to see people like Firefly, Black Spider. You get to see those kind of cool bounty hunter assassins in this book. So yeah, that's pretty much what the whole kind of plot is, at least for the first issue of All-Star Batman. So the book, we'll just get into the book now. The book starts off in the diner, people are getting their food, and all of a sudden, Batman crashes into the diner as he's taking on Firefly and Killer Moth, and they're asking him where is he. Of course, as you know, since I just told you, they're asking him where Two-Face is, because they get all that money from Two-Face, because Two-Face is now the biggest mobster in Gotham. He's taken over Cobblepot, he's taken over Sionis, he's got above all of them. He's the biggest mobster, he's the biggest guy in Gotham, the villain in Gotham right now. So he has so much money that, everybody just wants the money that Two-Face is given for whoever can get him away from Batman. And, Firefly says, I'll burn all these people if you don't tell me where he is. And Batman tells everybody, say, look at me, no one's going to die today. And he winks at them. And I was like, what? I mean, is this Nightwing? Because that's something that Nightwing would do, he would wink at everybody, like, you guys are going to be okay, wink. And I was like, why is he winking? So it was so weird, because you see throughout the rest of the comic book why he's like fighting, Killer Moth, and he's fighting Black Spider, he's fighting all these different assassins and bounty hunters. He's making like these like smart remarks and like little quips that Nightwing would do, and it's just weird. He's like saying these things about he's like, fun fact about moss, and he's like, food for thought, and it's all weird stuff that Nightwing would say, and the stuff that we love Nightwing saying, but I don't really like Batman saying all these quips and stuff. It just felt weird, and that was kind of one of my biggest problems with the book, is that the way Scott Snyder's taking this all-star Batman version, this version of Batman, is that he's more cheery, he's more quippy, I guess, if it's not even a word, I don't even think. I don't know, I just didn't like it. I like Batman, he's dark, he doesn't talk much, he talks when he has to. I don't like how he's just like quipping, and He never Batman in this book like never stops talking when he has a chance. You know, he's just kind of he's like he's at some points he's like Nightwing. I thought for a second I thought I was reading like, you know, Batman Reborn, where it's Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne as Batman and Robin. But anyway, we'll just continue on with the book. Yeah, but that, like you can tell, that was probably one of my biggest complaints with the book. After that, Black Spider comes in after the whole Killer Moth and Firefly thing happens. Actually, before that, you know, when he's telling people that they're gonna be safe, people are starting to say, well, it's your fault that he's here, you know, it's your fault, you should have got Two-Face out of Gotham. And then all of a sudden, you know, Black Spider comes in, and then that's when the whole flashbacks of the acid rain stuff comes in. As soon as Black Spider comes in, and that's when the whole flashbacks come in, where how did this all happen? Why is Two-Face going to Arkham Asylum? Like I said, he's with the acid rain, and he told Batman to take him to Arkham Asylum because you know, he said that Two-Face is taking over, and all that happens. So then Batman has an awesome fight with after it cuts back to real time, or the present time. Batman's having this fight with Black Spider, and then all of a sudden, you know, Batman disappears. All of a sudden, he comes out with a chainsaw and slices off like the spider arms that he had on him. And I was like, whoa! Batman is a cool shot though, with like Batman on top of a hill with a chainsaw. It was weird. Like, you never thought I would see. You would never think you'd see that from Batman with a chainsaw, but of course he didn't kill anybody. But it was a cool, not knowing that he didn't kill anybody. It was a cool looking shot. So then after he defeats Black Spider, he finds that Two-Face is gone. You know, Two-Face is gone, and he doesn't know where Two-Face is. And all of a sudden, the waitress from the diner that you meet early on, you know, who's serving people the food, is saying thank you for saving us, you know, from the people. And Batman's like, you need to get out of here. It's not safe. And she's like, well, I'm sorry. And he's like, what? And then all of a sudden, she cocks a gun and she points it at him. And there's all these other people that were in the diner that were there pointing guns and like pitchforks at Batman and saying, and then the waiter at the diner says sorry again. And then there's Two-Face, and he's like, well, what do we have here? And Two-Face, you know, is proving his point that, you know, people have a dark side. You know, in this book, that people have a dark side, kind of like what, you know, like I said, what Heath Ledger was doing in The Dark Knight. One of the guys actually shoots Batman in the back. And Two-Face, and he's like, I did it, Mr. Dent, I did it. And he's like, get the thing out of here. And then he has like the gun pointed at his face. He's like, get this out of my face. And then all of a sudden, as he because Batman's on the ground, you think, oh no, what happened to Batman? Batman's injured. All of a sudden, Two-Face gets pulled down to the ground, and they go into this big truck. And then they go into this big truck, and then that's pretty much the end of the book. But then before the book ends, you know, they're driving away. And Batman, and then Two-Face saying, well, everybody's coming after you. You're not gonna be able to get me to Arkham Asylum. And then they drive off in the truck, and then you see, and then Batman tells Alfred, you know, he's gonna cut communications, with Alfred. And Alfred's like saying, well, sir, I'm sorry, but I have to. And Batman's like, Batman out. And then Alfred says, I'm sorry, I had to do it. And it shows that he actually shot the, he actually tried to shoot at Batman in the Batwing when he was trying to take Harvey Dent to Arkham Asylum, which was like, what? That came out of absolutely nowhere. That whole twist where he tries to, you know, he takes down Batman, try to help people get Two-Face. It was like, what? Why did he do that? I'm like, why did he like pretty much help Two-Face? I don't understand why that happened. There has to be some kind of reason why Alfred did it. The twist came out of nowhere, and that was my second problem with the book, is that whole Alfred twist that happened. That was just really, really weird what happened there. I don't know what was going on. That came out of nowhere, and I didn't really like the twist. So after that story's done, we get like a bonus story, I guess, or a side story where it's Batman and Duke. If you don't know, Duke is one of Batman's kind of new sidekicks. If you're kind of new to, you know, the New 52, or you didn't read New 52, or you're not reading DC Rebirth, Duke is one of the new Batman sidekicks. So yes, so it's a kind of a side story. You see Batman and Duke go into this kind of place, and they see all these dead bodies. You know, they're all dead, and I think they said they all have a pulse, if I remember correctly, but they have but they're like paralyzed or something, but they're like knocked out. And it cuts back to the Batcave where Batman and Duke are about to go to that place. It cuts back to before they go there, and Alfred's telling him about this cursed wheel thing, and this whole like cursed wheel thing that I don't really understand what's going on yet. You don't really get an explanation on what's going on yet. But then it cuts back to that place that they were at, and Duke's trying to figure out like what's going on. Batman's like saying maybe Zod's behind this, and then all of a sudden, this woman behind them, wakes up out of nowhere and says, "Kill me!" And then it's over. That's the end of the book. That's the end of the whole bonus side story, and that is the end of All-Star Batman #1. So I have to say that it was a good book. I just didn't like some of the decisions and some of the personality. I didn't like the personality of Batman, and I didn't like the Alfred Twist. Other than that, the art was fantastic. The story was good, even though Two-Face so far seeming like kind of a ripoff of Heath Ledger's Joker. Like Snyder was just like, oh, we'll just kind of make Two-Face into Heath Ledger's Joker. Hopefully, I mean, we've only read one issue, so I can't really make that statement yet because it's only been one issue. We'll see what happens in the next issues. But yeah, if I had to give it a score, I would probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10, just because of the problems I had with Batman's personality, and you know, Batman, like I said, with Batman's quips and stuff, and then the problem with the Alfred Twist. I didn't really like that, but other than that, I liked everything else. The story was good, but you know, like I said, with my problems, you know. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you've picked up All-Star Batman. Are you reading DC Rebirth? Once I read all the Nightwing books, because I have them, I just haven't read all of them. I read #1, I just need to read #2 and 3. I will be doing a kind of review on the whole Better Than Batman story that's going on, a 3-part series. And then once I get caught up on the regular Batman DC Rebirth stuff, I will do a video on that as well. I will be doing more of these DC Rebirth reviews. I just thought I would do All-Star Batman since I'm already caught up on this, because there's only one of them so far. So I thought I'd just do a review on it. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and let me know if you like me reviewing comic books in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like to show me you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're still missing more videos, and follow me on Twitter at SoccerGamer07 to keep you more updated with the channel. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later.